push a mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm thinking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with
Hoping you're doing well. Welcome to episode 7 of the New Gen podcast, and as always, I'm having a handsome co-host with me. How are you doing, Harry?
Ngoja kwanza unaweza kusema handsome. Unasema mtanashati. So guys, I'm Kopiti. Welcome to episode 7. My name is Opio Hanson.
Yeah, his name is Opio Hanson, and I'm also having an amazing guest. Her name is Diana. How are you doing, Diana?
I'm fine, thank you.
Anasema ngo kiona kama macho ine. Jua tu. Asa nisimalizie. Let me not finish the
You
news.
joke way too much.
This is the first time I'm seeing Diana, by the way, and as you can see, she's a lovable individual
I love
who
our
is
ladies.
coming to talk on gender-based violence. So this episode is very important because for those who are very active on social media platforms,
Yeah.
there has been a trending hashtag on justice for Kwekwe. Is it Twetwe? It's a South African pronunciation is actually Twetwe, and she's a girl who was molested at only 7 years old, and this shows how gender-based violence is really a trending issue. So Diana, to show what is gender-based violence?
Yeah, actually, gender-based violence encompasses a lot. Physical abuse, emotional, economic inequality among the genders. But most people wanafikiria tu it's about physical, like kupigwa tu, but it's really a wide topic. Yeah, it goes across to sexual harassment and all that.
Sasa sisi tunakuwa harassed as men.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Male, female, the LGBTQ community and all that.
Wow.
Is there a difference between violence and gender-based violence?
Violence, gender-based violence. Sasa, physical, emotional, sexual harassment, economic inequality. Then, on my own perspective, now when we go about violence, nasema general.
No one want peace.
Yeah,
Want
something
trouble.
of that. Hata
So-
country kupigania kama
Exactly.
post-election violence and all that.
Yeah, and you also have to note that gender-based violence is directed towards a certain gender. So someone is doing any harm to you just because of your gender. But then when it comes to violence, it means that it is a general term used to define harm or something else. So Harry, you say that men are also enduring gender-based violence.
Ouch, wallah.
How are you guys enduring
Wallahi.
gender-based violence?
Okay, basically, just as Diana just said, like this thing we call the GBV thing, it cuts both ways. Not like it's only for women, it's also for men. Let me just begin with the. There's an incident that happened in Kisii University where a lady killed the boyfriend. See, so then that moment I said like, man, I think men also need to be protected from women. Because like kuna women wanaendanga kung fu. Then there is me. But they just look at me, guys. Look at me. Sasa hapa nikishikwa vizuri na mwanamke. But it was so bad because the woman molested the man because the woman stabbed the man. You see, and I think that called for men as well. In as much as we always advocate for women protection. And recently, I think you saw what was brought in. Like I think I'd gladly read it to us because this happened whereby the High Court wanted to. Kuna rule inataka kutoa of let me just allow me read it to you because nilikuwa naangalia hii kitu nikasema kuna venye tu hii serikali is not fair because the moment that we want to put a directive that even I myself siezi I cannot withhold. It's like favor potea pale, but nilikuwa nasemaje from Nation Media, a woman, yeah, when a man kills the woman, so the court should allow when a man molests a woman and then a woman kills the man out of self-defense, that is it should be in the constitution that one was outside self-defense. So mimi niko kuangalia this thing like if you want to bring this issue like you want to kill a man, then unasema like there should be no any repercussion to this woman. See, I think the Queen is about evil that murder is a felony.
Yeah,
Is it
lakini
not?
I think our constitution protects both men and women.
Mhm.
Okay, so if a woman kills a man,
Mhm.
she will still undergo the court process and
Mhm.
she'll be charged.
The court said it was supposed. In fact, today tulikuwa na kupitishwa leo, like, do we agree that when a woman commit the felony of killing a man outside self-defense, that should be allowed to go free? Then imeleta arousing emotion, because the thing is, after we agree and we stipulate this thing into the constitution, kitu nabaki ni, will it be effective? Because kuna ile shida ya, we put it into the constitution, when it comes out to now carrying out the constitution as it is stipulated, haitafanyikwa. We will be trying to run away from the constitution itself.
And
So-
actually itakuwa ina perpetuate
Yeah.
the number of GBV itakuwa inafanyika
Exactly.
kwa nchi. Sasa mwanamke atakuwa zileza since the constitution has
States.
put in place
Yeah.
that nikiwa mwanaume in self defense
Yeah.
hakuna kitu nitafanyiwa,
Exactly.
I'll walk scot free. So women out there, kuna number of women experiencing violence, GBV, their marriages, their abusive marriages out there. So like watakuwa zile za hata mimi nitakuwa niende niwe bwana yangu,
Yeah.
hakuna kitu nitafanyiwa, even though it's very wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And recently kumekuwa na a very trending story of a young girl who was killed by the boyfriend hapo Multimedia University.
Yeah.
Personally, I was very scared, and I would really love you guys to comment on that. Was that gender-based violence? And if yes, what do you guys have to say about a young girl, a first year, being killed by a fellow officer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it falls.
And how do you feel?
GBV. Actually, it was wrong, and I feel like there should be legal frameworks to to curb such issues. Sasa aliuliwa a first year.
Yeah.
They're not going deep into the story.
Yeah, both of them are first years.
Both of them are first years.
Yeah.
Sasa umepeleka mtoto shule, alafu the report you get ni ameuliwa because of love affairs and all that. Maybe there's something that ili drive yo mwanaume kuwa
to kill the
huyo
lady.
msichana.
Yeah.
So I feel kwanza my heart bleeds
I'm sorry.
because
We are together in
I,
this.
I feel the parents
Yeah.
actually. I saw the mother and she was really crying
Yeah,
after
they
the
did.
postmortem. So there should be legal frameworks to curb such issues. At least the number of such cases imekuwa ikifanyika cross Kenya.
Yeah, basically,
imekuwa sana.
Yeah, ukiangalia Multimedia, recently after the Multimedia when he had the one from Egerton University, hope you heard of it.
Yeah.
And he was a lady as well.
The lady was
So
stabbed.
to speak of the Multimedia University, I think there was a way that the family was blaming the institution, because they were saying that the institution, this lady had early informed the security about this random maybe ile kupigana this man, but the security never took any action upon this particular issue. So the moment that it reached that this anapatikana pale hivyo there was this kwa tank manze. Man, that was the
There are
weirdest
many
thing.
questions raised
Yeah.
about that issue.
Yeah.
Alipatikanaje
Kwa
kwa
tank,
tank?
haje.
Na see, a person
Yeah.
with dead is very heavy. So it means
he got help.
yeah, so ndio alikuwa anauliza like alisaidiwa na nani? How do you get a body in a suitcase and then you dump it in a certain tank kwa shule, and it took that long even for the institution to notice that something was wrong. So on that note, we've really witnessed very serious cases happening within our campuses. Ni kitu gani inafanyika such that we have such cases in campus, and is there anything that can be done to curb these cases?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of solutions to this. I don't know if it's best centered on love affairs, ama ni nini ndo ina drive men into killing their girlfriends, and kuna girlfriends wana retaliate na unapata ameua boyfriend wake. So I think most zile nimesoma sana are based on love affairs. Are based on love affairs. Maybe mmegombania over something, like maybe hata kuna pesa kwa nyumba, and then hiyo mnaanza tu kuargue hujabai, and then kidogo mnapigana, mnauana and all that. So I think our institutions, especially those who are still in campus.
So unfortunately, there have been a lot of gender-based violence cases in universities. And universities being learning institutions, there must be measures that curb gender-based violence in campus. So what would you suggest campuses?
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of things that cause GBV in our higher learning institutes and universities. For instance, alcohol and drug abuse, gender inequality, weak institutional policies. So literally what the universities across can do is enforce these institutional policies. They should create a safe place for reporting such cases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also education, gender education and consent, especially the first years during that enrollment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should be taught on these things.
Yeah, and by the way, institutions have a very huge role to play, especially when it protects the students, because I've seen the multimedia university case, and honestly, I was very hurt, and I've had some lawyers say that it was the responsibility of the institutions to protect
Yeah, the
the
life of the
students.
students.
Yeah. So,
Exactly.
to every single campus student, ensure that you take care of yourself and you also take care of your neighbor, because it is very unfortunate to have a student. Imagine you're taking your student to school
Yeah.
and then you're being called that the
Mm-hmm.
student has been killed with a fellow student or not even a student, because the boy was a first year,
Yeah,
right?
both of them were.
Yeah, imagine both of them
Mm-hmm.
were first years, and the
Mm-hmm.
first year boy, I'm sure that his life has been ruined, because who will even hire someone
Mm-hmm.
who has killed someone
Already.
else?
But again, Joy, even if we speak about suicidal issues, we speak about this felony, about harassment leading to GBV, okay? We also need to balance this thing with the part that it's not all about the physical assault that leads us to this GBV, right? You know, as Becky said earlier, that GBV is caused by different and many aspects. And so we need to put them in, like, tukiangalia, like, if you speak about the sexual aspect, whereby maybe there is this being forced to have sex with someone, maybe you do not want at a tender and a young age. Ndio. So I think also in this particular perspective, you also need to see, like, in what way can you curb this particular issue. Ndio. So that would be a question. Maybe you'll answer wewe mwenyewe. Then again, when you speak about the men, how are they being assaulted? Then to men, how can we curb this particular issue? And let's not forget, like, we also have the married people.
Yeah.
It's not about young people peke yao ndio wako pale even the married people are facing the GBV thing. And also we need to see, like, us as young people that are at a particular point tutajipata kwa that particular bracket of having a family, right? And then as we grow, what are these particular, maybe particular things that maybe we may encounter, but if we do not want to encounter them in the future, then how do we need to protect ourselves from them from happening when we reach that particular age? By the way, guys, so if you're watching this thing, but the GBV is something that it is being discussed, it's being talked about all over the world, and I think there is a way that I'd say that this thing, there is a way that is being related with this we call racism. Racism also kuna venye it brings about this gender-based violence, like unaweza pata kuna venye maybe you are an adult, yes, si ndio? Then ukijipata kwa the county, like the white country, maybe you may be allowed. It's not about young child or young person who is trying to make it happen, right? Then finds themselves this particular this particular continent, this particular country, then away that you being pushed away. So I think we need to focus gender-based violence. To see pale tu we focus on sex, focus on beatings, focus on violence. The GBV focuses on many things. Again, it will focus maybe when you're young, right? You are working somewhere, get. So this guy will be like, you can't work here. You are not. We don't want you here. We want this such and such a person.
Yeah,
You see?
because you're a woman.
Yeah,
Because it means that it's a very broad topic.
exactly. It
But
is.
mostly for us as young people,
Mhm.
ensure that you protect one another,
Yeah.
and to all institutions, especially of higher learning. I believe that it is our responsibility to take care of the students.
Yeah.
So the information sessions should not be,
Hmm.
and things like consent are
Yeah.
not very normal in our campus setting, because okay, things like sex,
Yeah.
if we talk about consent, it is very rare to find a campus student consenting to have. In fact, utakutanga most first years are always being tricked into sex, and it has been taken to be a very normal thing. So things like consent should be discussed and put even as rules, especially in campus. In case someone has been abused within campus,
Yeah.
is there anything that we're supposed to do? Because the multimedia student had seemingly complained to the mother and even to the watchman that there is a particular guy who is disturbing her peace,
Yeah.
yet nothing. So to all institutions, kindly ensure that your students are safe within the premises of the institution. And as we finish, I would really love our guest to give a final word
And a wake up call, by the way. Call to action, like
and a call to
tufanyaje,
Fine.
literally.
GPV, I like to call it a hidden pandemic. Yeah, a hidden pandemic. And to those watching, I'll urge you to go watch The Hidden Pandemic. It's a documentary by a BBC reporter.
Yeah.
From somebody, I mean, I forget Gina. So I really love you to watch no more. Yeah, and as we finish,
Yeah.
I'd love to say this. I'm sorry, 1 in 3 women violence. Not because it's inevitable,
Yeah.
but because we've allowed power. Power is not in check. And I really want that to be corrected. Yeah, and by correcting, it starts now.
Yeah.
Let's break the silence and end violence.
let's break the silence
And end violence.
Harry,
Yeah.
your last word.
My last word is
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Please, guys, okay, it's good to talk. Gender-based violence, you're not tied to. Please talk. If someone is harassing you, please, whether either you're a man, either you're a lady, feel free to talk. My name is Opio Hanson. We are waiting for episode
8.
Episode 8 coming soon. My name is Opio Hanson, and
My name is Joy Achungo. So to all institutions, ensure that your learners are safe within your premises.
Yeah.
Ensure you subscribe to the Newben podcast, share, like.
Uh-huh.
See you in our next episode.
Until next time, guys, we love you.
Bye.